Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Watson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football, got to him, and made sure they didn't give him much run after catch.
Here's Watson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now high. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Hyde. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd and 2, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, Emerson Griffin.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now it's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. is Cousins. Open man is Thielen is complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 29 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Hyde running right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson out to the flat for Hyde.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They run again with Hyde on 1st. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Steps away to his left. It's complete to Fuller. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
From the red zone now, Watson. His throw incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run high. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I don't think
it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's in for 2. The fake works, and they take the lead.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point now, the ball snapped at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
41's the mic. 41's the mic.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
41's the mic. Hey, whoa. 41 mic, right here. 41 mic. I hope you brought your lunches. I'm about to take you to school.
Maybe a free play here. Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The final shot before the break, Watson. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson now. A final shot before break. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. To throw is Cousins. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Watson. Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To throw is Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Second and 5. He gets this one to Johnson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 17, Watson setting up the screen for Miller. Miller with a first down and more. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen. Complete. He's at the 30. 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. 76 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one even.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.